Hey guys, welcome back to 𝐓𝐬𝐞𝐬, the cooking channel that's not so useless. So in this video, we'll be cooking up a simple tomato egg stir fry. Everyone has their own version of this dish, and the end result will differ per your preference. At least for us, we enjoy a nice velvety egg, accompanied by the sweet tanginess of the tomatoes. And to make this dish, you'll need to do two key things: prep the ingredients, and then cook them. For the ingredients, you'll need eggs, light soy sauce, cooking wine, salt, sugar, water, tomatoes, white pepper, ginger, and cornstarch. For the quantities, we'll separate them into the egg and tomato portions. So for the egg portion, you'll need 4 to 5 eggs, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 a teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of light soy sauce, 1/2 a teaspoon of cornstarch, and 1/2 a teaspoon of water. And for the tomato portion, you'll need 5 tomatoes, which is around 650 grams, 4 ginger slices, 1/2 a teaspoon of light soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of cooking wine, 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of sugar, and this will depend on how sour your tomatoes are, and a sprinkle of white pepper. But before we begin, if you do enjoy this video, do consider subscribing, as it does help the channel out. Starting off, give the tomatoes a quick rinse. Now for us, we prefer the skin off in this dish. And before we start scoring the tomatoes, you want to boil some water. Then grab a tomato, and with your knife, make shallow cuts into the skin. Then, just repeat with the rest of the tomatoes. Once you're done, submerge the tomatoes in the boiling water and let them soak for roughly 1 to 2 minutes, or until the skin is easy to peel off. After about a minute, run the tomatoes under your tap and gently peel off the skin. Alternatively, you can submerge the tomatoes in ice water before peeling. When peeling, we advise that you peel from the bottom of the tomato, as it will generally be easier to peel the skin off. Once you've finished peeling the tomatoes, you'll want to cut them into chunks. So cut the tomato in half, then cut as close to the core as possible. Before removing the stem and core, then just cut into chunks. And in the end, you'll have cut off the stem and cores and have a nice bowl of cut peeled tomatoes. Then with the ginger, peel the skin off and cut a few slices. And then finally, crack your eggs. Now, you should always make a habit of cracking your eggs into a separate bowl, as this will prevent you from cracking any bad eggs into your batch and ultimately wasting them. And if there's any floating imperfections in the eggs, use a clean eggshell to scoop them out. Then once you've measured out all the other ingredients, you're ready to move on. Add all of the egg ingredients into a bowl, except for the water and cornstarch. Then gently beat the eggs. Once beaten, mix the cornstarch and water together. Before adding it to the egg and gently mixing once more. Next, at your stove, turn the heat on high, and when hot, add in your oil. Once the oil is hot, give the egg one last mix, before pouring it into the pan. Now you'll need to work fast. The moment you see any remotely cooked egg, you want to gently push it aside and allow the uncooked egg to flow into the unused space. And as you're gently pushing the cooked egg aside, you'll want to gradually layer the egg together. The aim is to have about 70 to 80% of the egg cooked, and once you've achieved that, immediately take the egg out of the pan. Now again, you need to be fast when doing this. The egg alone took us less than 30 seconds to cook. Afterwards, be sure to clean your pan of any unwanted egg. Then once more, heat on high, and when hot, add in some oil along with the ginger slices. Then turn the heat down low and cook until golden. Once golden, turn the heat back up high and add in the tomatoes. After a few tosses, add in the cooking wine down the sides of the pan, light soy sauce, sugar, and white pepper. Then toss once more until the sugar dissolves. Be sure to take a quick taste. If the tomatoes are still sour, then add in a bit more sugar. Now for us, we had too much tomato water, so we allowed the liquid to evaporate until you achieve a thicker consistency. And then add in your eggs and toss it through. Now because we were fiddling around whilst filming, our eggs were almost 90% cooked at this stage, which is a shame. But this just further highlights the need to be quick when cooking this dish. Once you've tossed it through, plate it up, and garnish with whatever you like. And with that, your tomato egg stir fry is done. So guys, that was my family's recipe for tomato egg stir fry. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you ever get the chance to make this at home, be sure to tell us how it goes. And if you want to see any of our future videos, be sure to subscribe. See ya.